Om Shanti. These are some thoughts on the Murli of the 4th of February 2022. Yesterday Baba was enhancing our recognition of Shiv Baba. He was saying to us that children, you have to increase your regard for Shiv Baba as you get to know him. Baba comes to us in a relationship of the Father, the Teacher and the Satguru. So we experience Baba's knowledge and Baba's love in a manifest form. And he keeps his power incognito. But ultimately, he is the death of deaths. He will take everyone back home. He can pull a string and all souls will come out of their body and go back home. And he's also Dharmaraj. He is the one who will clear everyone's accounts for them, purify them, and take them back home. So he has all of that power. And today we are increasing our recognition of Shiv Baba by learning what's in Shiv Baba's heart. You'll remember that on Monday, Baba was saying to us how the three parent souls, Shiv Baba, Brahma Baba and Mama, they all manage to perform actions while being in an incorporeal, viceless and egoless stage. Nirakari, Nirvikari or Nirahankari. So they were able to perform those actions inside the world of Ravan. So inside a world of vices, they were able to be viceless, egoless, to remain in an incorporeal awareness. And it is such a big, powerful energy. And Baba was saying to us, one is incorporeal, one lives in the subtle region, and Jagadamba is down here in this world. And the three of them bring those energies together of all three worlds. And so Baba is once again taking up this theme that how Shiv Baba brings this egolessness, this egoless and incorporeal stage into our lives. In Bhakti, we weren't really expecting God to be like this. We were thinking that we would worship God if we ever met him, that he would be magnificent and wonderful and fearsome maybe, and he would expect us to serve him. But Shiv Baba has come into our lives without any need to be worshipped. He is completely selfless. He doesn't want anything for himself, doesn't take anything for himself. And then remarkably, he creates heaven and then doesn't go there himself. So we're getting to know Shiv Baba, that he really is egoless to such an extent that he has no desires for himself at all. And then today Baba is explaining to us what's inside his heart. And Shiv Baba is saying that he really looks forward to serving the children. So he has no problem saying namaste first, saying salam to the children first. Usually the custom is that we salute our elders first, but our seniors first. And Baba says, no, I'm happy. I feel really happy to serve you. And Baba is expressing to us that in his heart, he does it with enthusiasm. He wants to help the children at Confluence Age. The whole cycle he hasn't been able to help in this way. So he does it with enthusiasm. In yesterday's Bhog message as well, Baba was saying that don't sit at the entrance on the step. Come into the house. Come into Baba's heart throne. Let go of all of your other thoughts and attitudes that are blocking you from accepting Baba and Baba's help. Just let go and accept Baba's help. Baba's here to make you fly. He's here to help you progress. And so Baba knows that we have become tired. Our intellects are tired doing all this bhakti. We've been suppressed by religion, suppressed by institutions, suppressed by gurus, suppressed by family, suppressed by community customs, so many things. So inside, the intellect is tired. And Baba says, no, I'm just here to serve you. I don't want anything from you. Take my help and do it with a feeling that you got the right over it. You don't have to qualify anymore for it. Here in the UK, we have a culture where you have to be polite, and that politeness involves implying that you're a burden to everyone. So, for example, if someone inquires to someone else, they might say, "Oh, sorry to trouble you, but is it okay?" Even when I answer the phone or I telephone someone, I will first of all say, "Am I disturbing you?" And one of my work colleagues, she sometimes calls, and she says, "I'm so sorry to trouble you and call you like this." And it's like in the culture that we're meant to be always apologizing for ourselves. And Daddy Janki used to find this bizarre. And Daddy Janki was very, very generous. So today when I was hearing Shiv Baba express how he enjoys serving, so Daddy Janki was like this as well. She really conveyed this sanskar of Baba. And she never had any problem spending time with any soul. She was very happy to try and help others, very interested in everyone and everyone's life. And she used to find it really bizarre that European mentality would be cautious about taking her time. So, Daddy, sorry to take your time. Daddy, I didn't want to trouble you, Daddy. I didn't. And she said she can't understand why you consider yourselves to be burdens. How are you a burden? She never felt that another person was a burden. She was happy. She didn't mind working hard. And she was happy to try and help. And this is what Shiv Baba is like. So you're all in different countries and you'll all have different cultures, but it's something to reflect on. That is your culture actually also blocking you from taking Baba's help? Because you might feel that you've got to qualify, you've got to somehow, you're not deserving in some way. But actually, Baba is saying, I'm here to help you. Just accept the help, accept the blessings. I'm happy to do it. I want to help you. So in this way, we're gaining that recognition as to who Shiv Baba is. And then each of us is also different. So Baba is saying that you've got some Maharathis and some goddesses and gods of Hinduism. They're shown on elephants, like elephant riders and things. And elephants, they live in families. So do lions as well. So you'll see some goddesses on lions. Some might be riding elephants or something similar. And so some, it's like in a group, and that's their nature. And then you've got some goddesses, they ride a tiger, and tigers tend to live alone. And so you've got different Brahmins as well. But Baba's saying that both are Maharatis, and both thrive in their own way. Because Baba is just helping you to remember him, and through your yoga in an incognito way, creating your own kingdom. The key is to conquer the vices inside, remove all the ghosts, remove all the impurities. And so you do that quietly through yoga power. That's your weapon, your yoga power. So Baba's going to help you do that in a very incognito way. And when Baba was talking about the elephants and the tiger, the memory came to my mind that Daddy Janki was sharing how in 2004, Daddy Prakash Mani had come to the UK to open the extension to Global Cooperation House, which is called Diamond House. And the program that they had made for her was that she was going to spend 2 or 3 days in London, and then 2 or 3 days in the Global Retreat Centre, which is just south of the city of Oxford. And it's a rural countryside location. So Daddy Prakashini went for the day, but she didn't want to stay the night. She came back to London. And what she said to Daddy Janki was, it was too isolated for her, too rural. And Daddy Prakashmani liked to be with all the people in the gathering. So she liked to be in London at that time because of the opening, and the daddies were there. There were so many Brahmins, but they were mainly in London. So she came back to London, and Daddy Prakashmani was used to living in Madhuban with all the Brahmins. Then before that she was living in Mumbai with all the Brahmins. Then she was there in London, so she felt more comfortable. So Baba's saying the elephants, they live together in the family. But whenever Daddy Gulzar used to come to the UK, she used to prefer the Global Retreat Centre. She liked being in silence on her own. She even had that farm Manesar built where she was living on her own in India. And she had a different role and a different nature. But I was thinking about those two daddies as well. And different Brahmins are like that. Some are tigers, some are elephants. And then Baba's referring to this Mount in Shimla, like it's a hill station in India, like Mount Abu. And it's a place where many people would go, especially in warmer times. It's a little bit cooler, a scenic place. And Baba's saying that you can reach the Mount of Shimla through many different roads. And Sister Jayanti, she used to share that after she attended interfaith programs, one of the examples that they use is that if you look at a wheel, when you are on the outer ring of a wheel, then all of the spokes, they're separate and you are further apart from each other. But if you look, where are all of the spokes going? They go to the center of the wheel, and that's where they meet. So because we've had so much religious violence over the centuries, one of the things that interfaith groups or any person who wants to bring peace and harmony between religions, one of the examples they give is that all of the spokes of the wheel meet in the middle. So no matter what path you take, ultimately we will all reach God. And this is what Baba means about that you can reach the top of Shimla through many different roads. But Baba is saying it's actually not like that. You can't go home through many different paths. The beloved Shiv Baba has to actually come and then show us how to remember him, and then he takes us all back home. So there actually is only one path. But you can understand that rather than have religious conflict, it's better that all religions respect each other. So this is why they say that. And then in today's blessing as well, Baba is teaching us to check subtle forms of ego, because sometimes we've let go of the more obvious form of ego. But even the quality of our intellect, virtues, specialities, these are all linked with this bodily identity. So I, the soul, am the battery for this person. And this person has all of these qualities. But I, the soul, am silence. I am incorporeal. So I have to even separate myself from all of the qualities of this person and just see myself as a soul, separate from that person. So Baba taking us into that incorporeal stage. Om Shanti.